Let me check volume here. So, yep, volume's good. So, I will tell you, whether you believe it or not, that Satan flexed on me today. That's my condominium right there. That's the wall. Anybody that knows the Haven and Winter Haven, you can walk up to it and touch it if you want, but that's what it looks like. And I've even got proof, but a chemtrail started making chromosomes right before my eyes. Of course, the fallen angels know I'm sitting out on my balcony. I tell people all the time, Trump and I are on opposite ends of the spectrum. Um, that I can't find anybody that tells the truth in God's word to the extent that we do here. His mom's middle name was Anne, Anne. My mom's middle name was Anne, Anne. My zip code is 3388. Mystery Babylonian numbers I'm put right here in what would be called numerically ground zero for the Antichrist. We remember the bombs when Russia put the videos. Let me try to show it to you. President, he said. So Vladimir Putin, they showed off missiles hitting Florida, right where I live. I live right there. That's where the Russian missiles simulation were hitting. And of course, in No Time to Die, what happened to James Bond? The missiles were coming at him. And yeah, that's Tampa Bay area right there. And and we all know the Antichrist is not a kite dancing in a hurricane. He's surrounded by, he's got all of Mystery Babylon at his aid and will carry out World War III and will deceive the earth. But who would be a kite dancing in a hurricane? Well, that would be somebody maybe exposing them and telling the truth to the extent.
You're a kite dancing in a hurricane.
And so, yeah, I kind of feel like a kite dancing in a hurricane. um, but you see those chromosomes right there. That's what that is. That's what they did with the chemtrail. Satan is the prince of the power of the air. These shots started, these chemtrails started making chromosome like shots. I took pictures, I took shots, but that's what took place in the air. And you can see this is my cell phone because down at the bottom, you can see my calculator. I do a lot of things with numbers. You can see James Bond down at the bottom. I guess I can save this. Hang on. So that's my cell phone right there. You see the James Bond or Majesty Secret Service, which I'm breaking that down. I don't know if I put any videos to my channel on that yet. But you see I'm breaking down James Bond videos by I just went through Spectre and I'm doing On Her Majesty Secret Service right now, and then I'll go back to No Time to Die as On Her Majesty Secret Service. I have not put any forth yet, any videos up, but I will. But that's just proof, best proof I can give you that that's my cell phone. Because somebody can say, well, you just borrowed those off the internet, or interesting, that's Trump's birthday, 6/14, when I made the post and did this screenshot because I was like, wait a minute, are you going to be able to prove this is your cell phone? But thankfully, um, that is my wall. That is my building. That first picture. That's my balcony. If you walk up to the Haven and you touch it, run your hand along the wall, that's it. It just got refurbished last year. And so, yeah, I looked up and I knew what I was looking at. I knew that the chemtrail was morphing into DNA chromosomes. And let's get into why. So the post I just made says magic in the air, Satan, fallen angels did a flex on me today between 4 and 5 p.m. Look like DNA or chromosomes. Satan is the prince of the power of the air. When you look up the Greek definition of air, because you have to be very careful, like world doesn't mean, for God so loved the world does not mean he loved everybody on the earth. The English language was not invented until about the 1100s. It's the Greek. That's why Hollywood did a movie called Lost in Translation, because they laugh. That's why they shove John 3:16 up your nose, because it's a falsely taught Bible verse. What looks like something in plain English is not how it appears. Anyway, Satan is the prince of the power of the air. When you look up air, it's Strong's Concordance G109, air, A-E-R, the air, particularly the lower, denser air, as distinguished from the higher and rarer air, the atmospheric region. And that's what your SELL_TOWERZs are about. G500 is Antichrist in Strong's Concordance. 5G is what it's called, right? And we know Trump in 2020 signed the bill 5G and beyond while everything else was going on the earth. 2020 was the ritual for what's coming in 2024. So Satan is the prince of the power of the air, literally. Of course, God's written the script, but, Satan's running the dark side spirituality of things for the goat community. So I said, that was a flex that I witnessed just above me while on my balcony. Who else on this earth is telling you that the mark of the beast is total human body possession? That the entities are in the technology moving about, in parentheses, AI, via those SELL_TOWERZ. It's the final kingdom in Daniel 241 through 43, the iron technology mixing with the clay, humans. Again, total human body possession. See movies Venom or Exorcist. That's where they sort of flexed on you and showed you what the mark of the beast will be. The fallen angels will use the human body as an avatar to keep sheep, to kill sheep most rapidly with superhuman strength. Daniel's passage reads like this: and whereas thou sawest, this is the final kingdom now, okay? Where thou sawest the feet and the toes, part of potter's clay, humans, and part of iron, technology. Looks like I got a typo there. The kingdom, I broke it off. The kingdom. Hang on, there it is. Hang on just a second. All right, corrected the typo. Let me see if I can get this in a bigger view. And yes, by clicking on a notification, it'll blow it up for me and just, so the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall, where was I? And whereas thou sawest the feet and the toes of the potter's clay, part of the potter's clay, humans, and part iron, that's the technology. And that represents the fallen angel world. The kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it the strength of iron, which is the technology. That's what Iron Man is all about. Listening to my playlist, there was a song called Machine Head Lyrics. I was listening to Bush, Machine Head, Breathe In, Breathe Out, because the entities have entered the human body, and it's talking about breathe in, breathe out. Got a machine head. So the human head will be taken over by the technology known as Machine Head, your Iron Man, Ozzy Osbourne, Iron Man, the movie Iron Man, because the human body through the technology is taken over. That's the mark of the beast. And we know Reagan and The Exorcist started getting marks on her face. So physical marks might come up, but we know God seals his on there for. I think I have all this in there. Let's just keep reading. But there shall be in it the strength of iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with the miry clay. And as for the toes and the feet were part iron and part clay, or part technology, or part human, or to put it even deeper, part fallen angel, part human. Because we have to remember, so it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be when the Son of Man returns. The days of Noah were fallen angel human hybrids. There were giants on the earth, and so on. And whereas, now here's the key verse. Then it says, so the kingdom shall be partly strong, that's sheep, and partly broken. And that's the goats that have now been possessed. But here's the key verse here. And whereas thou sawest the iron, or technology, or fallen angels, mixed with the miry clay, mixed with humans. Again, this is the mystery Babylon final kingdom. So it's the goat community's final kingdom. And in that final kingdom, all of the goats on the earth are going to be possessed. It says they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men. That's because they're taking over the human body, changing, altering the DNA and the chromosomes. And that's what the flex was that Satan did right before my eyes, or fallen angels, for me to see and then to show y'all. Here in the 3388. 88 is Trump in Gematria, zip code where I live. They shall mingle themselves with the seed of men. That's the human, the total human body possession. But they shall not cleave to one another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. And that's why the human host dies off. In the movie Venom, all of the humans, they were called a symbiote in the movie Venom. It's a symbiotic relationship between the fallen angels and the humans. They used the human body as an avatar to kill sheep. Humans will see what's going on, but they will have no control over their body while they're killing sheep, while they're killing their loved ones. If one person in the house is a sheep and the rest are goats, and they are taken over, because it says clearly, God shall send them a strong delusion that they will believe a lie. There's no free will taking place. There's no such thing as free will. And so, and whereas thou sawest the iron mixed with clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, total human body possession, but they shall not cleave to one another, because the human host will eventually die off, just like Reagan was dying in The Exorcist before they finally, quote unquote, cast out the devil or the demon. And even as iron is not mixed with clay, partly strong, she probably, I think the rest of this is me. But you know, Reagan was entered just by playing with a Ouija board. So just magically through the air, she was. And that in those movies and in the movie Venom, they're just kind of flexing on you, showing you what is to come. And but yeah, that's about it. I looked up and there it was. The Lord made sure that I looked up. He had Satan do this in the sky. And but that's DNA chromosomes. That's exactly what that is. A chemtrail's never done that before. That was a flex that I witnessed firsthand. And that's my cell phone. Um, Anybody that personally wants to meet me, I can show you my cell phone and these screenshots. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? It's magic. It's supernatural. Mm-mm-mm-mm. What else? Is that everything? I guess so. All right. How close are we, right? All right. Love you.